Yeah, I'm very happy. I want to go back to what my sister Wanja has just talked here, condemning prayers and them. I'm very surprised as a Kenyan lady trying to demean prayers. Prayers are very cool. For your information, this country where we are and the peaceful elections we had last year is due to Kenyans who stood up in the gap and fasted and prayed, and God answered our prayer. We had peaceful elections in last year in August. Therefore, you cannot purport here on the national television saying prayer is bad. We depend on prayer, we pray, and even me, before I came here, I woke up at 3, I prayed, and we will continue praying. And as a church elder, the way I am a politician, and as a church elder, my sister Olive, I'll still tell you, we are going to pray the more. And even tomorrow morning, I'm welcoming you to Bunge Fellowship at from 7 in Continental House. We are still praying. Prayers are all over in this country. You will not stop Kenyans from praying. When we come to you said the demagogue or the...
Yes, revolutionary hero or political demagogue.
Okay, we respect Raila as one of us, as a Kenyan and as a leader in this country. I think he falls in all the two at the same time.
Okay.
He works very well in both. And my sister Olive, promises were made, yes, and promises cannot be delivered in a day. You can see, as per we are talking now, he promised about the Hustler Fund. The Hustler Fund is in progress. It was started from 500 to 50,000. That was rolled out, and it's in progress. My sister here says that she's a women crusader the way I do. I'm also in that bracket. She's fronting the women issue. Recently, a few weeks ago, we were at KICC during the Women International Day, and the president launched the second phase of the Hustler Fund, which is now for groups and so forth. People can now go and take 50,000 and above. My sister Olive, you want to tell me that's not a way to go for women? You want to tell me that one of the promises have not been delivered? As you are saying, you have just said here that Rigathi was in Mombasa. He is not in Mombasa on a holiday. The deputy president is in Mombasa. He was launching food. There is food that has just arrived. So once this food comes back, most areas is taken. Where are people going to carry sufurias? You have showed me here a picture of a man carrying a sufuria on top of his head, which is an African. So women are the ones who carry food, sufurias on the head. I can see the food is overflowing. I can see food on it. It's not an empty sufuria. Wow. It is loaded. It seems, or maybe he went to a hotel with the anarchy they are trying to do. Maybe he carried food that was being cooked in somebody's hotel, in a hustler's hotel, which is very bad. If it is an empty sufuria like the ones that were being beaten all over, that one, you know, when you have to dance, the sufuria produces a good sound for dancing. It can be for cooking. It's an instrument for both sides. You can be overexerted, you use it to hit. I can even use this cup to tell you that your time is gone. So let us not trivialize things that your promises were made that didn't, they have not been worked on. Things are moving. Blame games. Why should there be blame games? His Excellency William Samoei Ruto is in control. Let him be given time with his executive. They produce. Once we finish about a year and nothing is coming up, then you have a right to say that you promised us this. Where is it? You did this. Where is it? Conduct of police. I was watching keenly, and in fact, the first place I watched was in Kibra. I saw the police were just moving with them, just doing their daily work, they were provocated. I saw along Juja Road, a man putting on a very huge thing, I don't know, a turban, something of the sort, and the police were just standing there watching them as they were passing. That man is the one who started throwing stones until even a policeman was forced to jump over a wall for his safety. So you want to tell me those people were just doing peaceful picketing? They had a motive. They had since they were up to some mischief. Okay. Opening of servers. I remember after the election, Azimio went to court. After Kenya Kwanza, His Excellency William Samoei Ruto won squarely. I was in that Bomas of Kenya that day. Okay, they went back to court. The Supreme Court ruled and said that it was hot air. Now, if you think that the Supreme Court messed, how do you want the servers to be opened? You have you've said here properly. And I remember, I was in the last parliament. I was in the JLAC committee. I was removed from JLAC. Alice Wahome was removed in JLAC. The current senator of Baringo, who is now in Senate, Kiptum, was the chair of legal. Alice Wahome was the vice. I was in. Members, all the members who are in Kenya Kwanza, we were all removed from that committee. They wanted to do changes there to the constitution, which they did. And I think they wanted it to favor them, which to the Kenyans who pray, who wanted peace in the elections, God overturned the election, and Kenya Kwanza won that election peacefully and squarely. So you cannot tell us that the servers should be open.
Are you saying Azimio supporters don't pray?
But she has just said, yeah, we should not pray.
No,
I didn't say that.
She didn't say that. She just said.
I think.
No, I'm just building on that. I'm just building on that. So when the Kenyans have prayed, we've had peaceful elections, you cannot take Kenyans back and start saying that the servers should be opened. The High Court ruled over that. And peaceful, peaceful demonstrations are allowed. Are allowed. Why did the Azimio Brigade stay in hotel and the Kenyans were busy running helter-skelter? If you are a leader, lead by example. He could have just, offices open at 8. Azimio leaders could have just come out at that time and converge with the people, tell the people we are doing a peaceful demonstration. We want to go and deliver our petition to the president.
But converge to Mheshimiwa, the minute they set foot out of Serena, others were arrested, and there was tear gas, and there were water cannons.
What time was that? What time? No.
It wasn't an issue of the time.
What time was that?
It was
you see, that was even almost getting to 3 p.m.
Yes, it was
I'm telling you,
after 2. Yeah,
it was after 2. But that thing, if the petition was there in the morning at 8, they had all assembled with the supporters at KICC.
I was here from 6 in the morning. I can assure you there is no way they would have